Hi everyone, Rob here, and greetings from not Wisconsin. After a successful planning season, the wife and I decided to go on a cruise around Italy. We went to several cities. 2 words. Selfie stick. For those of you who are unfamiliar with what a selfie stick is, essentially it's a stick that you attach to your phone, has a little button on the handle, and you can take selfies with. Now, unless you're under the age of 25 or a high-functioning narcissist, you're going to find this thing absolutely useless. But there are people around, all they do is try to sell you a selfie stick. I'll give you an idea. I'm carrying around a bag with a couple $1,000s worth of camera equipment in it, and I'm taking pictures galore. And these guys wouldn't leave me alone. Although, I would have bought 1,000 of those if they would have included shipping to Syria. I've often wondered where fish poo goes. I've been on beaches with water so clear that you can see 25 feet down. You can see individual grains of sand at the bottom of the beach. Absolutely clear water. Schools of fish everywhere, but no poo. Why is that? Are they all low in magnesium? Turns out, nope. All that poo ends up in Venice. Admittedly, I didn't see any fish poo myself, but the whole place smells like it. Fish poo with hints of vinegar. It was okay. Now, there was nothing wrong with Italy. In fact, it showed itself to be a beautiful country, rich in history and culture. Now, this is just like the ship. The ship was huge, over 900 feet long, and it was complete with dining areas and elevators, and it even had a perfume shop where people go to inhale every smell they can. Yeah, you wouldn't know it by what I had to say. And the ship is run entirely by Muppets. Just the other day, they're cleaning the carpets, which is all fine and dandy, of course. But one of those Muppets decides he's going to stick one of those warning signs, one of the slippery floor warning signs, right next to the blower. I mean, how wet exactly does carpet need to be slippery? If it seemed like I was irritable the day I shot these, it's because I was. I was irritable because Shade decided he was going to be a stowaway. This is Shade. He's a kidney stone that, when whole, spanned nearly a centimeter across. And kidney stones are sharp and hard, and at times feels like you're trying to fit the Rock of Gibraltar through the Suez Canal. Naming him Shade because he reminds me of an old clan member. Shade was somebody who thought he was big and tough, but in the end turned out to be nothing more than just a pain in the wiener. Fits. Now, I've had enough kidney stones in my day that I wasn't exactly ill-prepared. I was able to bring my kidney stone emergency kit, which includes a prescription of dull pain, but since I prefer a more natural, medicinal approach. Now, the doctor told me to avoid this, but I think that's just because he's jealous of how well it works. Now, I realize a lot of you may have concerns over the use of alcohol in pain medicine, and some may even drone on in the comments about the risk of death. But there's a much more pressing issue. First, there's something about long-lasting pain that puts me in a mischievous mood. A couple of kidney stones ago, I came up with the idea of driving around one December and collect a bunch of the dead deer that have been hit by cars and whatnot, and then going out to buy some wood and a Santa suit. And then the night before Christmas, on Christmas Eve, I would go out and I would set the dead deer and then the wood and the Santa suit in such a way where it looked like Santa crashed in the middle of the night. Very mischievous. Second, add to that the fact that my medication gives me gas. At home, this isn't a problem. We have acres and acres of corn and soybeans that don't mind the sounds, and 2 beagles who don't seem to mind the smell. But on a cruise ship, especially a cruise ship complete with dining areas and elevators and even a perfume store where people go to inhale every smell they can. Luckily, my wife also knew this and banished me to the cabin. Starting to smell like Venice in here.